Okay, this video is going to build a ring. This is an insurance replacement. All my views are going into rotation. I'm going to restore those. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've got picture frame going here. I've placed the looking down view, and it's pretty. The angle is at a weird angle, so I can't use that in the looking down. But I'm also going to place this thing in the through finger, and I think this one is straight enough to where I can actually use it. This is a size 6 ring, and this is actually real good right here, and that's the beauty of picture frame, because you can scale it. So I'm going to go transform 2D scale, and I'm going to snap right. Well, I'm not snapping anything, but you know what I mean. And we're going to go ahead and put this kind of there, and all in hopes of maybe using this actual picture to kind of trace on. You know, the problem is sometimes too, a ring that's been around the block isn't round anymore. You know, probably don't have to tell that to any jewelers, but anyway, we'll see here. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to go center kind of out this way, and rotate that so it's, I'm looking for this to be about as straight up as I can get it, give or take. And let's go ahead and 2D scale this again, maybe from here to here. There we go. Alright. So there's the ring, side view, or through finger view. Doesn't really match up round wise, but we'll see if that helps us out. And here's this one. Make sure. And then most of the time what I do is, because these are hanging out here and I'm going to be working right on top of it, I'll lock that layer. Okay. So let's get busy. The other specs for this ring, 14 karat white, 13 millimeters at the top across. So we'll go over to curve, and I've got a right click set up on the line tool so it goes from both directions. Okay, and so 13 would be 6.5 out in each direction. And man, that sure seems like that would be wider than that in real life, not fake life. Down to 2.7 millimeters at the bottom. So 2.7 is 135. So 1.35. And there's our start of what we got going on. And we'll throw these on this layer so they're brighter. What else we got? The depth of the top is 9.5. So this is 9.5 high. So we'll go here to here, type in 9.5, and ortho that straight up. So there's how tall it says it is. So we're already a little off based on the picture, but we'll see how much we use this. I might even move it if it starts to bug me. Center diamond is 5.6 millimeters. So let's get that in here. 5.6, I'll take it. And I guess that'll be the highest point of my creation here. There's two more diamonds up here, 3.8 millimeters, and I don't quite know where those are going to go yet, but they go kind of here, and let's go ahead and rotate that over a little. We could certainly use MSR. So we see a gap in there. They didn't like tuck that way under. So there's that, and then we'll copy rotate, copy on from F4 on around. And those might move, but at least we're sketching this bad boy out, you know. And there's two small melee, which are about 2.5 or 2.6, and those are out here. Those I think I'll add as I get a little closer along. Okay, so my theory on this ring is that you know, we've got a fairly basic shank. It comes up here, and this seems pierced out. And so we come up here, and then it stops and turns and kind of flanks the ring, and that would be this part here, coming around and then back down. So it's kind of like a collar, if you will. And then there's a raised up piece here with a piercing through it, right? Okay, and so, you know, it's debatable on whether or not we should just start knocking booleans through here and, like, you know, polish it accordingly, or do we kind of make this thing out of different surfaces? And you know, the boolean way is certainly quicker and easier, but it won't be as sexy as having nice rounded edges here. And you know, I assume the ring is hollow behind here. So what I was thinking was that it would be cool to make a surface that just comes up here and kind of well, we'll make a surface that comes up, and then we'll start putting everything up on it and do a smart flow and kind of build this thing with smart flow the whole time. And then you know, we'll make this piece and get it up there and so on. And so here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and make a piece that goes, and I'm looking at probably an arc direction. And let's turn off this center O snap that's giving me grief. And we're going to go from here to where this would stop, right like so. And I'm already not happy. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go about there. So this piece is going to ride along here and then come out. I guess we'll move it over a little. So it's going to do that, but I'm not going up any higher because I want this to be realized by how high the thing is, not the surface going up there. The surface is going to follow this line. Actually, it's going to follow even less. It's going to follow probably down about like so, because I want this part to be realized by how high the metal is coming up. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and I'm going to offset this curve. So we'll go over here and go offset, and let's say this is 1.7 millimeters thick. I'm gonna give us some more I'm going to give us more metal than this because we have to finish this ring and all that jazz. Hopefully I won't be too heavy with it. Okay, so what I'm making now is going to be virtually basically the outside of this, and so I'm going to go ahead and turn on the control points here, and let's see. What we really want is this surface. Well, we're going to do kind of a sweep to thing to it. Okay, so actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this live. This is what this is just going to be for reference, okay, this line. The next thing I'm going to do is come back to arc direction, and I'm going to snap to the quad point here, and then up here, and then I'm going to ortho this straight up. Now, the real bummer about this is that this isn't really matching up the way that I would really like. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to 1D scale this thing in along its axis. There we go. That's, I mean, there's the outside of the ring now. And that's pretty much what we're looking for as far as getting this thing so that it is going to do what we want, I hope. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to get a curve such that let's go ahead and go curve here, and let's come over here and all the way over to here, and then we're going to bow this out kind of like so. And really what needs to happen is this curve needs to it needs to move from here to here, and then we'll 1D scale this from here to here to here. There we go. And so that's this shape right there. And this curve now needs to be located let's come out straight. So I'm gonna draw a curve that starts at the intersection here and comes out this way, and then we're gonna draw another curve out this way. There we go. And so that's gonna be out there. So what needs to happen is this one needs to move from here to here. I hope this is all worth it. Now I need to draw another line from right here down. You know, sometimes when I build stuff, it just feels like this is going to be like all this clicking, and it's not going to work out. Do you ever get that feeling? Let's see. Let's go project 1D scale. There we go. Alright, now why did I do all this? Because this curve has to fall within this curve, and what that should give us, in theory, is this curve and this curve right there. Oh, let's lock our surface. There we go. Is curve from two views right there. And that will give me this compound, arcing, sweeping, flowing, fabulous folly of a curve. How's that for the adjective barrage? Okay, so now let's keep going with the curve from two views business here. And now we need to, you know, use our imagination as to what this looks like, the tapering. And maybe it's just a simple straight taper. So if we go here, project is still on, and we're going to go, why is this line so wide? This one right here, that's got to go. There we go. Alright, so that's cool. So right there to right there. enter. And where's that curve at? That curve is planar. Yes. Okay, so now let's turn this off for a moment. And we would go this curve and this curve. Curve from two views. Which is where? It's actually up here. Alright, so this is a main curve. That's going to need fixed. That's a problem. And this is a main curve right there. Oh, and this just didn't quite line up right there. So we can fix that. Those two, let's put those on white. All those that are going to be building curves. Alright, we're getting somewhere. So now, this curve actually needs relocated to here. So I am going to split with a point this curve right there, and we have to split it in two places right there. So this is history right there. And so this, obviously the big part of this ring is getting, I'm going to orient to copy equals, no. Project is off. I'm going to carefully, wow. There we go. There's the first dot, second, back to the first, click, and I need this to go to the end of this line, which is right there. That needs to match up. That's important. Alright, we mirror to the other side. This is a profile. We'll make that, technically those should be yellow probably. Let's turn green off, and there's what we have so far. And there's where this green line out here did not meet up with the other one over here for the curve from two views. So we will fix that with my friend blend. So join that. Alright, rock on. Okay, let's see what we get here. Surface. You know, we need another curve, and we need a curve that, and let's just try this. Let's try transform orient to copy now equals yes. 1, 2, and let's go. We need mid 2. Enter. So what does this do for us? Yeah, not so much. Not so much. We're going to draw that. We're going to draw that because this needs to technically come from here to the end of that, and then go out like so. Yeah. And then this though needs to be projected to the C plane. Delete input, yes. Alright, so there's that, and then we need an arc that goes from here to here. hold down ortho. There we go. And turn that off. Huh. Why doesn't that match the, it doesn't match the finger. Why is that? Let's do the different arc that is truly an arc. Arc from F4 on over, straight over, quad, down to there. There we go. Curve, curve, join, yellow. That should be white. Alrighty. So we pick all this business. Whoops, no, we don't. We need this curve and this curve to match up. Join. What'd that do? If you press F2, you can get to the command history. Two curves joined into one. Yay. Now, in theory, this is going to make a curve network. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Alright, not real happy with that. Not real happy with this flare right here, which is just fine. We're going to fix it. Hit pause here. Okay, so what's going on here is because of this sharp edge here, I'm getting a little bit of flare here, and you can see the real highlight there, and that's not gonna do. It's just not. And so I think what we'll do is we'll put some stuff in here to what I call keep it honest. Okay. And let's try first a straight line that goes from quad to quad to quad, and that'll be yellow. And who knows, curve network. I think that did it. We can put as many of those in here as we need, but we want this surface to be, oh now, see, weird. I think we're getting just a little bit of a divot right in here. See this? It goes, woohoo. Now that, if I wanted it, would never be there. You know? That's my optimism view. So, let's go over here. And let's go near and perpendicular. And where's perp at? Come on. You can do it. There we go. There's an intersect anyway. Alright, and hey, what the heck, since these really are free at this point. Oh wow, there's a fail. Let's go there and there. Alright. And get all y'all. That's the plural. I think I've said that. I need to get new material during my lame joke, video joke session. But that's what the plural of y'all is. It's all y'all. Alright. Let's switch gears here. That surface looks very smooth now. So I just put in enough cross sections to force that to do what I want. I have exercised my will on this surface. Alright, so now looking at this in the side view, we're going to rely on the thickness of the ring to do all this business here. And man, I hope this works, because I am doing this video pretty much with no practice at all. Just kind of winging it. Winging a prayer. So we'll see. I'm having a problem with wanting to just draw what I see and make it out of all surfaces. But man, that just doesn't. This seems like so much work. I just don't want to work that hard today. So let's go ahead and go create UV curves. Press enter, and there is my backbone. You didn't think I had one. Let's see. Alright, so we'll just leave that on yellow is fine. And so I'm kind of dying to try, like, we can use our stock profiles if we want, but I don't want to. I'm going to make one real quick just so I can really quick like try this. Let's work over here a little bit. Now this is a mistake because I'm not working. Let's do this. Let's move this from mid to F4 and then over there. Now anything I do at least is projected to the right C-plane. So we'll go mid, up. We'll let's offset this one. So we'll offset this. And what do we think here? Is that like 1.5 millimeters maybe? 1.5. What? What is going on here? This curve right there gets offset. Distance 1.5. That doesn't seem big enough. Maybe 2. What the heck? 2 millimeters. 2. 2. Okay. And then, of course, we're going to blend. Join. And I'm going to extrude this out. Solid, surface, extrude, bam. Alright, you go here. Alright, let's get this off the metal color. Let's put that on red. Yeah. Alright, so let's make a surface out of this that's going to be red. Surface, create. Red. Smart flow. Smart flow. Base surface. Target surface. Yeah, we have a 50-50 chance. So here's what I do. I never try to sit and mess with normals. I go straight over here, and then I come straight over here. And I rotate that surface right around there. And that thing goes, hey, I get it. Thanks for hooking me up. How'd we do? How did we do? Seems big. Seems really big. Seems huge. Alright, so there we go. The beauty of SmartFlow. What changes just sits and changes. How's that? For Confucius say, what changes sits and changes. You gotta be careful how fast you say that. Alright, so now we need to get something going here. And this thing may very well, yeah,